Ms. McIntyre, you and your mother stand before me claiming that you are 100% certain that Mr. Wilson is your 3-year-old son, Jashawn's biological father.
We've been looking at sources from a court case that honestly reads more like a wild daytime TV show than a legal dispute.
It's got everything. I mean, the tension is just off the charts from the very beginning.
Right. So the mission for this deep dive is to unpack this paternity battle between a Miss McIntyre and a Mr. Wilson over her 3-year-old son, Jashawn.
And it's not just about the DNA. It's about how this monumental breakdown of trust, filled with accusations of catfishing and something called super cheating, led to 3 years of absolutely no support.
And the central question is just so simple. Is he the father? But the story to get there is unbelievably complicated.
It really is. The foundation of their entire relationship is, immediately on trial. Ms. McIntyre is 100% certain he's the father.
But Mr. Wilson, he walks into court and claims he has more evidence than this court has ever seen before that she was cheating.
So from the jump, it's not just biology. It's about trust, communication, or really the complete lack of it.
And the origin story is pure melodrama. According to Miss McIntyre, it all started on Facebook.
Of course it did.
She says he, quote, sold her a dream, promised he'd take care of her and her daughter, all of this before they'd even met in person.
He said he was going to take care of me and my daughter.
On Facebook, he was already going to take care of you and your daughter?
Yeah.
So it's a digital promise, sight unseen. That right there, it sets up this huge expectation.
Exactly. And that gap between the dream and the reality is where it all falls apart, like immediately. Their very first meeting was a disaster.
A total disaster.
She claimed she was straight up catfished. She actually brought 2 different photos to court.
No way!
Yes. She showed the judge the picture of the man she thought she was meeting, who she said was very cute, and then described her disappointment when the real Mr. Wilson stepped off the bus.
When he got off the bus, I seen this. He catfished me. I didn't expect this.
So what did he have to say about that? I can't imagine he took it well.
Oh, not at all. He denies the catfishing outright. His defense was, and I'm quoting, "I'm sexy, why I need to catfish somebody."
Wow.
Did you try to catfish her, Mr. Wilson?
No. Lies. All the way around. I'm sexy. Why I need to catfish somebody?
Okay, so extreme confidence. He's suggesting she just saw what she wanted to see.
Pretty much. So this immediate, intense fight over his looks, over who's lying, it just sets this chaotic tone for everything that follows.
And if a relationship starts with a lie about something so fundamental, how can you ever trust each other about fidelity? It makes his later doubt about paternity. I mean, it's not fair, but it's consistent with how they started.
Well, hold on, because the timeline gets even messier.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilson actually contradicts her Facebook story entirely.
Oh, of course he does.
He claims they met in person through a family member.
Yeah.
Specifically, that he was messing with one of her family members first.
Okay, so that adds another layer of drama. It's not a simple online romance. It's this tangled, maybe even competitive, real-world situation.
Right. But no matter how they met, they both agree they did become boyfriend and girlfriend. He said he was rocking with her tough.
But they didn't live together, right? Not until much later.
Not until after the baby was conceived. And that's when the core conflict shifts from looks to fidelity. He says he doubts Jashawn is his because she's, quote, kind of ratchet and sleeps around.
Which she denies, I'm assuming.
Initially, yes. And this is the trigger point. This is what leads to probably the most shocking admission I've ever heard in a court case.
The super cheating.
The super cheating. Mr. Wilson admits that when she denied his cheating accusations, he felt hurt. So he decided to preemptively super cheat.
What does that even mean?
It means he decided to sleep with, in his own words, anybody and everybody.
Oh, come on.
He specifies boys, girls, whatever.
I'm being honest with you. That was.
So you were just sleeping with anybody?
And everybody.
That's scary.
Anybody, boys, girls, whatever. Transies, all that.
Frenzies.
So he's seeking biological clarity with a paternity test, while at the same time intentionally creating a world of complete biological chaos.
The irony is just staggering. He creates the very context for his own doubt.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy of distrust. So obviously the relationship just implodes at that point.
Completely. The source says that when Miss McIntyre got pregnant, she hit the eject button. She left him for about 4 or 5 months.
She went ghost.
Exactly. The court called it MIA, unseen, unnoticed.
Yeah.
She confirmed she left because she was fed up, just had enough.
But she eventually came back, and her reason was that she wanted her son to know his father.
Right. But that MIA phase, that's what leads to the next huge fight, the birth notification.
Yeah.
This is where the animosity gets really locked in.
Let me guess. He says she never told him she was in labor.
You got it. He claims he was not notified until after the baby was, quote, pushed out of the womb.
And her side.
She and her mother swear they called him from the hospital the day she went into labor. They say her mom even talked to him.
So it's a total he said, she said over a single phone call.
But for him, it's everything. His whole point, the thing he kept repeating was, if you couldn't reach me before, how did you suddenly know my number the second the baby was born?
That's a powerful point. From his perspective, it feeds all his suspicions.
And the consequences were real. Because of all this doubt, she didn't put his name on the birth certificate. She didn't give the baby his last name.
And for 3 years, he provided nothing. No support.
Nothing. He made his position clear. If the baby's not mine, I'm not doing it.
So let's talk about his proof. Besides the general accusations, did he bring anything specific to court?
He did. He claimed he got texts from family members saying someone he knew personally was also with Miss McIntyre at the same time. He even said he overheard her on the phone offering favors for jobs.
So he's painting this picture of just constant infidelity.
But it's how he illustrated it that is legendary. He brought a physical exhibit.
You're talking about the ghost exhibit.
The ghost exhibit. Literally paper cutouts of ghosts.
I mean, the showmanship is just on another level.
He used these ghosts to represent the months she was MIA. He'd point to them and say, May, June, July. Where was she? He argued he'd moved on, found someone else.
So the ghosts were his timeline.
His timeline. And he even pointed out that some of the ghosts were falling down or upside down on his poster board.
What did that mean?
He said it was because her story didn't hold up. That, quote, the ghosts don't want to be behind his story.
The evidence itself is rejecting her story. That is performance art.
He uses this whole ghost theater to argue about the conception date. The baby was born in October. He claims they didn't even really start sleeping together until after his birthday in late March.
So his argument is, if she conceived in January, why was she gone for 4 months? Mathematically, it doesn't add up for him.
Exactly. The judge just summed it all up perfectly. He called it the case of the catfish ghost Casper.
A perfect title. It captures the digital lies, the disappearing acts, all of it.
So that's the tension right before the results are read. He's standing by his claim that the child looks nothing like me.
While she's insisting the boy is his spitting image, saying, even though I hate it, I got to admit it.
3 years of fighting, all coming down to this one moment.
And it all gets cut through with a single piece of paper.
The results come in, prepared by DNA Diagnostics. In the case of McIntyre versus Wilson, Mr. Wilson, you are his father.
100% certainty.
When it comes to 3-year-old Jayshawn McIntyre, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Wilson, you are his father.
Told you.
And the reaction in the courtroom.
From Miss McIntyre and her mother, just 2 words. Told you.
Victory for them. But the judge, wisely, shifts the focus immediately.
Yeah, the judge's perspective at the end is so crucial. First, she gives some really poignant advice to Miss McIntyre.
What did she say?
She told her she doesn't have to put herself out there like that and that you can't fall in love and commit to pictures. Just a quiet recognition of where it all started.
But the thing about life is, I always say, you may not achieve perfection, but it's important to see perspective.
And then she turns to Mr. Wilson.
Yes. She actually tells him he's very entertaining with a magnetic personality, but then she brings him right back down to earth.
She gets serious.
She says, the child's 3 years old and he doesn't know you, and that's not funny.
Mr. Wilson, I found you very entertaining.
Thank you.
And I did. I mean, you have a magnetic personality. You do. You're an interesting young man. You can make things funny. And even in a very serious situation like this, sometimes we just have to laugh to just keep from crying. Because the child's 3 years old and he doesn't know you. And that's not funny.
She just separates the court persona from the parental reality.
And that's the key. The show is over.
Exactly. And the judge gives him this one final critical warning, which really ties the whole case together. She tells him the one thing this child cannot afford is for his father to go ghost again.
Wow. That's powerful. Using his own metaphor against him.
And to his credit, the source material ends on a hopeful note. Mr. Wilson accepted the judge's invitation to meet his son right there in the judge's chambers.
So the clarity of the DNA test actually worked. It forced him to face his responsibility.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? We went from catfishing to super cheating through months of going ghost, all to end with 100% certainty after 3 lost years.